welcome to my stamp studio. It is Hump Day, whoop whoop, and welcome to Hump Day Lunch Break Live. Well, it's not quite live today, it is a video. I'm on jury duty this week, so while you're having fun watching this video, I'm going to be sitting in a courtroom. Yay, lucky me. So I'm going to show you some quick cards. It's actually, we're going to make two of the same card, but just a quick way to have a little extra stash of cards. We're going to be featuring our Hippest Hippos stamp set, and this is available in our celebration catalog along with our coordinating hippo dies. And let me just get our little celebration catalog out here. So for every $50, Stampin' Up! Likes to reward us. So for every $50 during July 1st through August 31st, we get to pick an item out from this catalog. So if you spend $100, you can get both pieces, the dies and the stamp set. And there are some amazing other products in here. This designer series paper coordinates with our Rings of Nature stamp set, which will be coming up soon. I'll be doing some videos on that. And then we also have a couple of items that are $100, so a level 2. So this level 2, you can get this stamp set when you spend $100 in my online store, and Stampin' Up! Will ship this right to you. So there's a couple level 2s in here. So this one's really cool. It's a stamp set and designer series paper. Oh, the tree lot dies. This is going to be a focus during, actually, we're going to be using this in our Stamp-A-Palooza, which I'm going to talk to you about in just a moment, and also our Christmas and July week, which starts July 25th. So what is Stamp-A-Palooza? Just a quick little plug here. Stamp-A-Palooza is my week-long virtual online class. So what it is I'm going to do 15 projects. Yes, 15 projects. And we're going to be featuring several different stamp sets. And each day will be a collection of 3 projects. You can purchase the 3 projects alone for $20, and you get all the supplies to make it. You'll need your own stamps, your own inks, your own dies. And each class, like I said, is $20 or free with a $25 purchase. I will have a host code for you to use, so you can actually watch the videos, watch the class, see if you like it, and say, yep, I have that class. And I'm telling you, these classes are awesome. Or you can purchase the whole Stamp-A-Palooza for $80. You're going to get 15 projects, some pillow gifts, and 2 stamp sets. So the stamp set I'm going to be sending is this Hippest Hippos, and then your choice of one of these stamp sets here. So you can pick one out. All right. Shameless little plug. My schedule for Stamp-A-Palooza will be out on July 17th. I'll be putting that on my website and sending that out in my email. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you subscribe to that. I'll make sure to put a link in my description and the comments of the video so that you can sign up for my email list. But let's get stamping. So the first thing I did is I grabbed a piece of basic black 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I scored it at 5.5, and then I cut it in half, so I have 2 pieces that are 4 1/4 by 11 inches. So now I have 2 card bases. I then took a piece of basic white, which was 8.5 by 11, and I cut it down to 4s, and I actually cut these at 4 inches by 5 1/4. They're perfect for that 1/4 inch layering, so one will go on the outside and one will go on the inside. So I have 2 per sheet. So if you're going to make 1 card, make 2. It's just as easy. All right, and then I've got 2 pieces of basic white, which measure 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. And we're going to be using our awesome tailor-made tag dies to make a little tag. So I've got that already pulled out. So I'm going to do both pieces at the same time. When you're using the thinner basic white, you can run 2 pieces through your die cut machine at a time. So let's just go ahead and pull this little mini die cut machine in, and we'll turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm making my sandwich here, so I'm putting in my base plate, my cutting plate. We'll take the 2 pieces of cardstock. Now, I do like to put this at a little bit of an angle. It just makes it go through the machine easier. And then I'm going to put my top cutting plate on. And I'm staggering those plates a little bit so that it slides through my die cut machine a little better. Now my table's going to shake while I do this. My camera's attached to the table I'm stamping on, so you get a little wiggle with your class today. All right, so here we go. We've got 2 dies. Now, if you were going to be using this as a layering piece, you could cut your tag out of here and then have another piece of cardstock over the top. No one would ever know. Awesome way to utilize your cardstock. All right, so I've got 2 pieces here. Let me just get them peeled apart. There we go. I do need to bring in a scrap of white here because we do need to stamp a couple of our hippos. So the hippo that I'm going to pull out, and oh, I should probably show you the card. This is the card that we're making. Isn't it cute? So I'm going to pull this little hippo out here, and you can use whichever hippo you want. In fact, you know what? We'll go ahead and pull out 2 of them at the same time. Oh, she's not going to have the right colors. Oh well. We'll just stamp 2 of this at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my Memento Black in. And I'm using Memento Black because I'm going to be coloring with my blends. And did you know it is World Watercolor Month? So I will be focusing on some watercoloring techniques tomorrow night during our Stampin' Fun and More at 6:44. It's right on my Facebook page, my Stamp Studio. And come and join me. Watch the fun cards. I've got some watercolor techniques to share with you. So I'll be having some stamping fun with that. And I forgot to grab out my little cleaner. What did I do with it? I was picking up and I must have put it away somewhere. Oh well. Okay. The other thing I'm going to be using, I forgot to tell you, is going to be our Bright 6x6 Designer Series paper. I actually took 3 of the colors and I cut out a 1-inch strip and 2 3/4-inch strips. And we'll go ahead and do that again so I can create a second card. So let's just grab our trimmer here. And I'm going to do a 1-inch of the Pacific Point. I'm going to do 3/4 inch of my Parakeet Party. Oh no, this is Granny Apple Green. And then a 3/4 inch of my Gorgeous Grape. All right. And we're also going to be embellishing with our glossy dots. So let's put that aside. We're going to be trimming these down, and also we'll be using our Pick a Banner Pick a Punch. I think that's what it's called. But before we do that, we're going to be coloring a little bit. Let me grab in a scrap piece of paper here. I just had one. I like to put that underneath my project so I don't, when I'm coloring with the blends, it'll bleed through. So I want to be careful for that. We're going to be pulling in our Smoky Slate blends, and I'm just going to give this a little bit of coloring here. And just being careful because I've got I push my cap in funny, so it is a little, my tip is a little off. And I apologize, my allergies are really bad today. So if I'm a little stuffy, you know why. And then I'm going to bring in my light Smoky Slate, and I'm just going to blend in that dark. I'm making sure that I don't color in the eyes, because really the whites in the eyes really kind of make that little hippo pop. I'll color the ears in. All right. Oops, I colored in the belly a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to be coloring in that belly with another color too. So I'm pulling in some of that dark into the white area just to kind of get it blended. And get a little music with the coloring. So tell me, put a comment in. Let me know what you're having for lunch today. Since I'll be at the courthouse, I'll probably be eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because that way I don't have to worry about refrigerating it. Probably have some carrots and some potato chips or pretzels or something. I can't take in too much because I don't have anywhere to refrigerate your food. So tell you all about it on Thursday. And hopefully I don't get picked for a jury. Hopefully they say, thank you for your service. Come again in 5 years. Okay, so we've got our basic gray done. Now I'm pulling in my lights blends. So they've got those like skin tone colored blends, and so this is the lights. And I'm going to be using the lightest one here, which is the SU 900. So we're going to take this and we're just going to simply color in our little face here. I'm going to skip with coloring in the mouth there. I don't want to color that in. Now you could definitely use different designer series paper. Use whatever scraps that you have. They don't necessarily have to be the same width that I have. Just use whatever scraps you have. That's really the whole purpose of this card. Using up some extra scraps. I happened to use my extra scraps when I was designing it, so, but that's okay. I know someone who can order me some more designer series paper. All right. So now we've got our little guy colored in here, and I'm going to take this darker one here and I'll color in the mouth. There we go. Okay, so now that I have those colored in, I'm going to go ahead and just trim this out, and I'm going to run it through my die cut machine. I almost looked at the camera and I thought, oh my gosh, I paused it before and I never started it. Ooh, lucky thing I did. That wouldn't have been real fun. That would have to start all over again. Okay, and I need my little plates here. What do I do with them? I know I have them because we just used them. Okay, I don't have that big of an area here. Here we go. I put them back in their little home so I wouldn't lose them. How good of me. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to put our little guy on here, and let's grab our hippo dies. And there's all sorts of fun things in here. Let me move this out of the way so I can share some of this with you. So we have a little boat and a boat propeller. You know what would be really cute? These little sunglasses. We're going to do a little pair of sunglasses with it. And then we'll do a little party hat. Yeah, that'll be cute. But there is a little snorkel and dive mask there. You got a little tub for a bucket. So we're gonna make a card with that. We'll probably do that tomorrow. It's so darn cute. I like to focus on 1 or 2 celebration products each week of the month during celebration. So this week it's the hippo and hippo dies. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, I forgot to pull the hippo die out that I needed. Silly me. All right, this is the one we'll be using. And I just need to grab a couple scraps here of some paper. So I've got a whole little stash here. And I think we're going to use, let's see, these are our 3 colors. 1, 2, 3. I think we'll go ahead and we'll just use a piece of Tahitian tide here. That will be fun. All right. And let's move this stuff out of the way so we can do our die cutting. And while I'm doing that, I actually think I want to pull in one more color. Well, that's not the right one. Can you tell I'm a little tired today? It's been a really long day at work. And just not quite with it, but I wanted to make sure I had a hump day lunch break for you. Here we go. Here's the correct die. All right. I do want to grab one more color in here. And we'll grab the Bermuda here. Okay. So I'm going to layer this right on here. I'm going to do my hippo first here. Sometimes this hops around. In fact, I know it's going to hop around, so I'm going to grab some of my Post-it note tape here, and I just get this on Amazon. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have him in the right place. I'm just going to tape that on. We can actually slide that up a little bit. And then I can do, before I do that, I do want to put on some adhesive paper right onto this because it's going to make it so much easier to put this together. Hold on. Okay, so let me move this out of the way for the moment. And we're going to grab our adhesive sheets. So these are, I don't know, 6 by 12 sheets. You get 12 sheets in here, and I mean, there's a lot. It's a lot of paper. Well, not paper, but they're stickers. So you can make your own stickers is really what this is for. So I'm going to go ahead, and I just need a small little piece on here. So I'm just going to trim these down actually to just be small pieces. All right. And I'm going to peel up my paper here. And I'm just going to put these right on there. Like that. And I'll put that back down. And then I'll just cut along that. There we go. And cut along this line right here. Okay, so now I've got some sticker on there. And when I run it through the die cut machine, I'll have stickers and I won't have to worry about trying to do so much. So we'll put a hat and some sunglasses here. All right, let's get our top plate on. Run that through real quick. And then we'll do it one more time because I want to add, oopsie, my little sunglasses kind of hopped away from where I need them to be. So let me just slide that right back on there. There we go. Okay. All right. And then just pop these off. Let's pop that out. Make sure my little pieces out of here, and then I'm going to put these right over here and cut them out again. We'll move our little die over to get this other piece cut out. So I have my 2 hippos. And get that lined up and then put my little tape on there. Slide this through. Oh, I'm dropping everything. Holy cow. All right. Hoping you were seeing some of that. I don't know if I was in the video or not. That's okay. You guys seen me die cut before. All right. So here we go. So now I gotta just take that piece off. And I've got 2 little hippos. Pop that out, move this out of the way. And I've got 2 little sunglasses. All right, 2 little party hats. Get that one out of there. Okay. All right, and I can save that to make more. Okay. So now we're going to grab our little hippo here. I'm just going to put these over here so I don't lose them. And on this one, I'm grabbing one of the Bermuda Bays, and I'm just taking my pick here, and because my table has a mat on it, I need to just grab something a little firm here. We'll just grab the catalog. So I can just peel that off. You just need to slide it a little bit just to get it going. All right, so here we go. So we'll put his little glasses on. Just like that. We'll grab the other one. Put the other little glasses on. If I wanted, I could actually make them sunglasses by putting those in the middle, right over there. We'll see how it looks. We'll give it a try. but they'll be different colors. All right, so there's a Tahitian Tide. Oh, that looks good enough. Okay, so now here is our, I'll just do it right here so you can see it better. I didn't peel that sticker off because I don't know that I'm going to do this. I'm not sure if I want to. So, just going to find the side that sticks in. I don't know that I like that. You know what, I'll leave them there and then I'll decide after I adhere it if I want to do that. So, we'll just leave those little pieces right here for right now. I've got my two little party hats. So I'm going to do opposite colors here. There we go. Okay. Let's grab our little tags here. Because now on our tag, I'm going to bring in our, what stamp set do I want to bring in? I want to bring in, well, I don't see what happened to it. Oh, Amazing Year. And I'm going to grab the Happy Birthday from here. This is another set that will be featuring our Stamp-A-Palooza. Can't wait. It's going to be such a fun class. I hope you guys can join me. And I'm going to bring in my basic black again. And we're just going to stamp Happy Birthday across the top here. We'll do, oh, well, that didn't work out so well, did it? All right, we'll go Happy Birthday across the top here. And then we'll do Happy Birthday down here. There we go. And let's get to kind of getting our little guy assembled here. Get this out of the way. I'm just picking up a couple things. I'm going to put my adhesive sheet back here. This is really amazing stuff, especially when you're doing a very fine die cut. And instead of trying to deal with the liquid glue, it is truly an amazing product. Just saying. All right. So now I want to pull on my little guys here. And his little hat. Oop. And where'd the other little hat go? Well, maybe we won't do two hats. I thought I just had it. One. Okay, we'll do one with a hat and one without because I don't know where the other hat went. Okay, so let's go ahead and before I actually adhere those pieces on, there it is. Oh no, it's not there. I was all excited. I thought I found it. Okay, guess not. I'm going to go ahead and adhere some of this stuff together. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my basic white here and my 3 strips. Now these are double-sided, so your stripes has flowers on the back. Your plaid has polka dots. We're going to be using the polka dots and the stripes. I'm making this more for a boy. And I'm going to pull in my, here's the hat, banner punch here. And I'm just going to slide these in. And I like to slide it in upside down so I can see where that is, so I'm getting a, you know, an even banner. We'll do that again for this one. And then for this one. So this punch will fit pieces that are 1 inch wide, 3/4 inch wide, and 1/2 inch wide. All right. Now, I am just going to layer this like that. I'm going to make one a little shorter than the other. There we go. I like them just like that, and then I'll take a scissors and cut them off. So we'll just put some glue on these. And I like to do my middle one first so then I know where to put my 2 outside ones. And we'll slide that down. Make sure it's straight. Same with this one. Give it some liquid glue. I like to kind of slide my paper up a little bit, just so I make sure I've got adhesive on that side. And this one, I am just going to on my adhesive right here. We'll put a little bit on the ends. All right, because this one's going to be a tad shorter. There we go. All right, so now I've got these little strips here. We'll grab our scissors and just trim them off. Oh, I got some adhesive stuck on my scissors. All right. So you can throw those away or, you know, make another card with them, whatever you want. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just adhere this right to my card front. And we're going to do that again with the other piece. So this time I think we're going to do something just a little different. And instead of, turn this just a little bit. We're just going to change our design around just a little bit, just like that. And then we'll be trimming some of those ends off. So just want to make sure that I'm covering my paper. So let's go ahead and do this one first. And put this one down. I want to make sure I get that corner. All right. So one down, and I could really just do that right here. And now I've got two, and we'll just do this along here. And I've got three. All right. So really one kind of design, just make it a little different by changing which way my stripes are going. So is there a technique name for this? No, it's just called putting stripes on your cardstock. Pretty original, right? All right, we'll get this cut up. All right. So now we'll take this one and put it on this card base. Get my corners there. And you can make this whatever direction you want. We'll go this way. And just center your, can't really center that very well. Okay, come on. Okay. I apparently can't center some things today, so we're just staying with what we got. All right, so now I got a little bit of glue. I'm just going to grab my adhesive remover and run that along there. There we go, got rid of that. Okay, let's grab our two different bases here. So on both of these, we're going to be, I think we'll put this one straight and we'll just tilt that one a little bit. And I'm going to grab my black baker's twine, which is in our Baker Essential pack. You get white, crumb cake, gray, vanilla, and black. I'm going to take black here. And on this one, I'm going to change this up just a little bit. I am just going to make a simple little tag. You know what? We'll put, I'm going to grab some of my Scotch tape, just a little small little piece, and just tape that right here, just so it holds it in place. And then I'm going to wrap it around 1, 2, 3. Get my scissors. I do have a scissors dedicated to cutting twine and ribbon, just because paper can kind of dull your scissors and your snips, so sometimes it's nice just to have one for just your ribbon and stuff, so you have nice clean cuts. All right, so there's that one. And on this one, I'm going to leave it a little longer. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cut it right there. And I'm going to tie a little bow off to one side. I like to tie a knot with my baker's twine. It just makes it so much easier to tie everything later on. So we're going to kind of stretch these pieces out here. Kind of slide them up a little bit more. And we'll make our bow. Alright, I'm going to get my piece set over there. So all I did is I kind of curled my paper up a little bit, my tag up, so that I could actually move where that bow is going to be positioned. So quick and easy little trick there. There we go. We're just going to have it like that. Alright, so we've got 1, 2. Alright, let's do our first one here. And we're going to grab some dimensionals. And we're going to go ahead and pop our little hippo up on dimensionals. Alright. And this time, put them right here. And then I do have some mini dimensionals here because I don't have to worry about that. I have my little adhesive here. So I'm just peeling off that back, and I'm going to put, I'm going to put it right back here, just like that. Okay, and then we'll add some dimensionals on the back of here. So I'm just going to add 3, kind of like making a little snowman. We're going to have to experiment with that during our Christmas in July week. Okay. So that's one card. And then here's our other one. We'll go ahead and add dimensionals to our little hippo. And you can do this really with any stamp set. This is just a simple card layout you can make with anything. We're going to slide him over here, and this time his little hat, instead of going at the top, just need to get that picked up a little bit here. There we go. He's going to be holding his little hat in his hand, just like that. Alright, and we'll put some dimensionals on that. Make the bow a little bit smaller. It seems to be covering him too much, so we'll make it a little smaller. Alright, and we'll do 1, 2, 3. And of course, we got to stamp our insides. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, there we go. Done with that, let's bring in our inside here, and we are going to stamp with the same, so it says happy birthday on the front, and I think we're just going to stamp birthday wishes on the inside. Alright, and I'm just going to stamp that in Memento. Move him out of the way. Stamp it up here. Right there. Alright, we're going to come back in with our little guy again. And this time, we're going to stamp them in the bottom corners, and then we'll go ahead and color it in. But we're not going to have the whole hippo, we're just going to have part of them. So I have them coming in the corner here, right there, and right here. There we go. Cover that black up. Grab in our smoky slate again. I just gotta be really careful with this marker, with this blend, I mean. Alright, we'll grab the other one. Alright, and we'll come back with this one. Well, I guess I know what I'm putting on my next order, because that tip is just really That bothered me. Yeah, it was totally user error because I smashed my cap on it. I was in a hurry. Wasn't paying attention what I was doing. All right. And I'm just blending that dark into the white area. It just gives it a little extra dimension. All right, so we'll get him colored now. I could take my color lifter and lift some of that color off. I'm not going to worry about it though. Just be a little more careful when I'm doing it, that's all. All right, we're almost done. We're going to color the little bellies in. And this time I think we're going to use this little, let's see, I think we're going to use the 1000 this time, just so you can see the difference in it. So this is a little more pink. The other one's a little bit more peach and beigey. I'm just going to color the whole mouth. There we go. Get this one colored. You can make your hippos whatever color you want. The other night we made them purple, or we made them Orchid Oasis. You can make them Melon Mambo. Gray Granite is probably my more favorite color to use for my little hippos. Okay, let's get these on the inside of the card, and then we are going to be done with our birds. So I hope you have a great rest of the week. It is almost Friday. Woohoo! Hope you're going to be doing something fun this weekend. And if you're not busy, stop by my stamp studio tomorrow night for Stampin' Fun and more. It'll be a good time. There's always something interesting that happens during my lives. I mean, it's true story, real life. You can't hide it. It's going to happen. And it usually has something to do with my dog. Just saying. Because he's just quite the stinker. Although, I don't know where he is today. He's hiding out somewhere. I'm surprised he's not in here. It's not my normal night to do things, so that's probably why he's out of here. Okay, so here's our 2 cards. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of the day and enjoy your weekend. See you tomorrow night.